Hello everybody, my name is Jandy the Artsy-Rose. Hello everyone, my name is Jandy the Artsy-Rose and welcome back to Philip's story. I'm sorry As you can tell from the sound of singing birds, I am outside. I'm sorry I didn't record Philip's story last night. Well, let me continue where I left off with chapter 2. From what I've seen with, I have a confession to make. From what I've seen when, you choose a premium item with, one of my most popular videos, of all the episodes that I've done with Philip would be the one where he's hiding in the dressing room with Princess Isabella. The episode right after that one, Skeletano and Victor exchange some dialogue that's pretty different from the scene where you actually get to see them pretend to be. Hey Felicity. With us. Felicity, you want to say hi to the internet? Felicity. I guess not. She's camera shy. She's a dear though. Anyway, I'm gonna go through, the good thing about Philip's is that I kind of have to go through his 4 times in order to get, 4 different types of endings, because there is 2 things that's unique about his, dark ending. So, I'm gonna pick the premium item that I already have, and when I go through the mystical ending, I'm gonna go through it with the non-premium items. So for this round, I'm gonna go through this with the premium items that I already have, and if there's any special dialogue that I haven't obtained, I will have it recorded. Well, let's get the story over with. It's no good. I'm not getting any. I looked beside myself as I spoke to find Philip looking like he had just been stabbed in the heart, and I couldn't breathe. Oh, the answer for Philip's scenario would be the library gloves. I'm sorry I didn't tell you that. Stop, Princess! Philip stopped me from reaching out. I'm going to need you to wear something if you wish to help me. He went over to the reception desk and came back with gloves? So, does that mean you shouldn't touch them with your bare hands? Skeletano held out his bony hand to Philip. Yes, although there would be no effect on you, Bones, so you are safe. The light that showed in his eye sockets were like that of a fire faced with the wind. It went out. I'll make some gloves for you to wear next time, Skeletano, so please cheer up. I thought I caught a glimpse of the light returning to his eyes. He is an interesting creature. Isn't he? Just as Philip had said, the shelf we were working on was filled with mystical books, and it was taking forever to tidy away. There was a mystical book which sang when you opened it, and one that screamed and ran away whenever you picked it up, and one book that continued to get heavier until you said its real name. There were less than 100 books, but it took our group of 2 adults and a skeleton an hour to tidy. Just then I noticed a heavy brown book in the corner of the mystical books shelf. It captured my attention, and I picked it up. There was nothing overly remarkable about it, and I couldn't get the feeling that something strange might happen. I sighed in relief. It had been lying in the corner, and yet there was not one speck of dust on it. The title Forgotten Memories had caught my attention, and I opened it up to the first page. Ah! A great wind erupted from the open book, and even the heavy hardcover mystical books could not stand up to the force of the wind. Princess! Princess! I had been taken completely by surprise and fell promptly on my backside. After a few seconds, the wind ceased, and when I opened my eyes, I found the book still lay on my lap. Sandwiched between the pages was an antique-looking folding fan. I had the impression that it was of fine quality. Did it used to belong to a noble? But it does seem kind of familiar. I picked it up to find it felt surprisingly comfortable in my hand. It's as if it belonged to me. Philip ran over to me, and once he was at my side, immediately knelt down. We were at the same eye level, and I felt a brief moment of satisfaction with him, seeing his profile up close. Philip really is just like the prince from the book. I quickly looked back down at the fan and asked Philip my question. It fits in my hand perfectly when I hold it. I wonder why that is. I made my bewilderment evident in my tone, and I looked all over the fan all over. But I could not recall ever seen it before. Because it's yours. But I have no memory of it. Philip's almond eyes sorrowfully. I looked into those eyes, and I felt like the pain I could see in there might suffocate me. Is this the mystical book's doing as well? I think that this fan might have something to do with the memory you strongly wished that you would never forget. Something I strongly wished. I folded my hands, cocked my head to one side, and longingly hung my head downwards, and lastly hung my head downwards, but nothing came to mind. It's no good. I'm not getting any. I looked beside me as I spoke to find Philip looking like he had just been stabbed in the heart, and I couldn't breathe. Why must he smile so sadly? I couldn't finish the sigh I had just taken a deep breath for after seeing Philip's facial expression. It wasn't one I'd ever seen before. You should keep it, Princess. The fan would be glad to have found its owner, the person who sent it to you. His fingertips slipped past my left field of vision and came to a stop at my ear. His fingers then brushed back my hair gently. It must have been whipped around by the wind. It can't be nice if all this hair gets tangled up, if all this beautiful hair gets tangled up. Philip was back to normal when he next spoke. His warm touch felt nice. His hand chuckled as it brushed my hair, and I laughed. That chuckles. We were having fun, joking around with one another. But all good things must come to an end. Music played throughout the library, signifying that it was closing time. Oh, this is... I looked to where the voice had come from. It was a cedar tree that seemed to have sprouted a tailbone. I felt sorry for poor Skeletano. To think that there was a mystical book that has an effect on skeletons. I'll bring gloves for you next time. Once Philip said this, Skeletano was the happiest he had been all day, expressing his joy with every fiber of his being. You will? That makes attaching myself to a cedar tree worth the hassle. Seeing how happy Skeletano was made me smile too. I've kept you both too long. Would you mind taking the princess home for me, Bones? Why so formal? Are we not on friendly terms now after the cedar tree incident and the gloves? You can count on me. I know I can rest easy in trusting her to your care. I had the impression that if Bones could blush, Skeletano would have. Skeletano and I were ready to go, and Philip showed us to the door. I'm looking forward to your next visit, Princess. I'm too, Philip. Philip waved his hand and saw us off with a smile. I turned away from him, and we left the library behind us. Hey, Princess. Hey, Skeletano. Yes, Princess? What's the matter? Your face is bright red. Now, let's see. Let's check this out. Skeletano, What is the matter, Princess? There was a worried glint in his eyes as he looked down at me. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm picking the right one. It's just that I can't think straight. I feel rather lightheaded. I see. He listened carefully to me, rattling his jaw. And no matter how much I tell myself to calm down, I still feel unsteady feet. And my hands move and my legs move of their own. That must be because you had something good happen. I suppose it must be because I met with the author of a book I love. Maybe that's why my heart feels warm and I am so happy I could sing. I'm so glad of heart that I thought flowers might start blooming where I step. I want to talk with Philip some more. He must have known a great, beautiful love. When should we visit the library next? Skeletano's arm bones clacked as he folded them together and gave me a searching look. I would be happy to visit the library tomorrow or the day after. However, what's the matter? There are preparations that need to be made for your marriage to His Majesty. The man shone behind Skeletano as he stared at me, highlighting the whiteness of his bones. But I don't think going to the library would be a bad thing. A library is a well of knowledge. True, but he brought his slender white finger up to point directly at my eyes to emphasize his but. You are required by the history, geography, and laws of Niflheim. There is a lot to learn. Oh, well, if I'm going to have my nose to the grindstone when a short break become necessary at times. I winked mischievously, causing Skeletano to put his arms around himself with mirth. You just might win me over with charms. We shall see. But if it were just for a short break, I'm sure Lord Orlando won't have any issues with it either. Really? Thank you, Skeletano. I blew Skeletano a kiss, who collapsed into a pile of bones as a result. I'm really looking forward to this. I felt cheered by the thought of being able to see Philip at the library again. And I will be right back. And I'm back. I might be ill. My feels really hot. I can't really tell between hot and cold anymore. It's hard to explain. I feel like I might melt from the heat of it. That's not good. I suppose it could be because I met with the author of I love, and I will be right back. And that night, you look even more radiant than usual tonight. You seem to be enjoying yourself as well, Your Majesty. After returning from the library, I was joined by the king for dinner. It's disgusting how much you two are smiling. The king paid Sunny's remark no heed, his eyes twinkling like the stars in the night sky. I saw you in my dreams, Jandy. You did! I recalled seeing Philip in my own dreams and gave the king my full attention. That's right, which means we are meant to be together. That's the only way to explain it. It means we are meant to be together. Do dreams really show you your true love? But that would mean that Philip... I felt a little odd, but contained as I asked the king. If everyone you dreamed about was your true love, then you would end up in love with everyone. I'll be right back.